How to set up a Shopify store. In this video, I'll be guiding you step by step on how exactly to set up your own Shopify store for success. So let's start. So one of the first things you're gonna need to have, of course, is a Shopify account. No worries if you don't have one, you can actually click the link in the description below to get started, and you'll be able to use Shopify for 3 days for free. And then after that, you can continue using Shopify for $1 for the next 3 months. All right. Once you've created an account, right, you're going to be logged in into your admin dashboard that looks something like this. So one of the first things to set up in your Shopify store, right, is to add products to sell. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So on the left here, you'll see the option here for products. You want to go and select products. Once you selected the option for products, right, it'll look something like this, where you'll be able to either add a product, import products, or discover products to sell as well. For this video, we're going to need to do add product. So now that you're selected add product, right, you'll see the option to add the products that you're going to be selling in your Shopify store. So let's go ahead and add a product, men's t-shirt, right? I like to use Sidekick, the AI feature, for my description, right? It's just a lot more quicker and easier. You want to go ahead and select a photo. I'm going to go and select upload new, go to products, my red t-shirt. There you go. Now that's loading. We're going to go ahead and add the price for the t-shirt. I'm going to charge $15, and you also have the option to add compare price, so to show like it's on sale. So we're going to put like it used to be $30 and now it's half off, 15. All right. Next, you want to include your inventory, right? This will just help with tracking and making sure that you have products in stock, and you need to include this so that Shopify can sell the item and the customer can check out successfully, right? If you're selling a physical product. We're going to put 10. All right. So since this product is a physical item, right, I have the option to toggle off and on, right? Physical product, we're going to leave this as on since it is a physical product. Our packaging for now can be left alone for now. Now our variants. So variants, of course, is very important if you're selling physical products, right? You want to make sure that you have the right information, that the customer is able to see the right information, right, and get the right information as well. So since we're selling a t-shirt, it's going to be size, small, medium, large. Okay, and that's good enough. Next, you want to go ahead and select how much amount you want to select of availability for each product, right? Since we said 10 total, we're gonna just put actually 2, 5, and 1. There we go, right? So now that we have that information submitted, right, we go ahead to the category meta fields. Category meta fields, you don't really need to worry too much about this if you're selling, like if you're just getting started. So we're just gonna skip this for now. And then you have your search engine listing. This is really important for future SEO work that you might do on your store, right? When you're starting out your Shopify store, you don't need to worry too much about this, right? You just want to start simple and easy, right? You don't want to overcomplicate your Shopify store, right? But you can always confirm and make changes by clicking the pencil, update the page title, the meta description, right, and the URL handle if you're not a fan of how it looks, right? Now that we have everything set up properly, we're going to just check if it's published on all channels. Yes, it is. And just click exit for now. And we're good to go, and we can click save. All right, we just added our very first product, right? So we're going to go ahead and add one more product. It's going to be a lot more quicker. Upload new. Just a black t-shirt. T-shirt, right? And size. Okay. And we're good to go for now. Oops. Okay, so now that we have two items, added to our store, right, we have a great start on setting up our Shopify store, right? So now you should have products already added to your store. Now, let's say you don't have products to sell, right? No worries. You can actually use a free tool called DSR, right? So like this, to help you sell products from third-party vendors from AliExpress, right, or Alibaba as well, right? And it's really easy to connect, right? And I use this from time to time when making videos, right? And as well, if you need to sell. When I used to work at Shopify support, I used to recommend this tool a lot for first-time drop shippers as well. And again, it's just an easy setup from the Shopify app store when you download the app, and you'll be able to locate thousands and thousands of products that you can start selling on your Shopify store. All right, so now that we added our products, right, we could go ahead and go to collections. Now in collections, right, you'll be able to add custom collections. So for this, we're going to add a new collection by clicking add collection here. And then you want to just add men's summer shirt. Oops. Collection, summer, right? Just add that, and then here you could select the type of products that you want to have in this custom collection that you just created, right? We just have already 2 products, right? And from there, we're just going to click save. And that's how you add a collection when you're setting up your Shopify store for the very first time. So now that we've added a product to our Shopify store, right, we could go ahead and edit our online store to customize the look and feel of the store. To do that, you want to select on the left here, online store. Now that you selected online store, right, you can go scroll down and you'll see options to use either AI designed theme templates that you can download for free, or you can use custom templates from Shopify as well, right? They have hundreds of free Shopify themes that you can download for free, or you can visit the theme store as well and download paid themes if you're looking for a paid theme for your store look and feel, right? So for this video, we're gonna stay with the free option, and I'm gonna just stay with the one that I already have installed, or maybe not. I'm gonna just use Rise actually. This one looks pretty cool. And before you could download a theme, if you want to just make sure how it looks and feels, right, you could click View Demo. And by viewing demo, you're able to see exactly how the store will function when you download it for the very first time in your Shopify store, right? You go ahead and select it here, and you'll be able to see how the product page will look like when customers are checking out your store for the very first time. So we're gonna go ahead and just click Try Theme. So now it is adding it to my Shopify store. All right, so now it's officially added to my Shopify admin dashboard, right, where I'll be able to make changes to my Shopify store. Now, if you noticed, right, now there's a new section inside the online store page called draft themes. Here's where you'll be able to add and include any draft themes that you downloaded to Shopify store. And one of the benefits is that you'll be able to make edits with these themes without having to affect the main theme right here. So let's go ahead and click Edit Theme to make some changes to our theme store. All right, so this is the Rise theme, right? And so to make changes is very simple inside the theme editor. You could go ahead and click the header option, for example, and once you click the box, right, you'll see more options on the right pop up. These options will allow you to customize a lot more how your store will look and function as well when customers visit it for the very first time. So for example, we'll change the drop down menu to maybe a drawer option, right, to keep it more simple. Alright, so again, on the left here, on the right, sorry, you'll be able to see all the other options that you have to customize, let's say the header option, like we did for the main menu. Right, so we can again go ahead and edit, let's say, the schema, right, and we can customize the text color. Let's, for example, say right here, we can change it to yellow, and as you can see here, right, it will change the whole text of the colors, right, to yellow. All right, we're now going to save it. We'll just leave it like that for now. And then we could go ahead and edit the slide. Let's say for this, we're just going to just explore free images here. Since I'm selling t-shirts for men, I'll just find a man wearing, we'll do this one and select. So again, if you need to make changes to text, right, you could just select right here and it'll highlight the option right here to go ahead and edit the text, right? And to see and to make customization right to the home page, right, you could just click the box. If you don't like it, you can either remove it or you can even ask the AI to help with make changes of what you want this section to be look like. We're gonna go ahead and remove it. So let's go ahead and see how it looks when we click the product. And as you can see here, right, the product looks pretty good, right? And I like the option right here, right? You'll see the inventory status. Not every theme has this. It depends on the theme. Some themes are different, have like new features, right? And we could go ahead and just like click, let's say medium, large, extra large, right? And so you could just make some customizable, and here you'll be able to add like, let's say an FAQ, right? And add commonly asked questions right here as well, right? And again, you can make changes by just clicking removing the content as well. So this is how you edit a theme, right, inside your Shopify store when you're first time setting up your Shopify store. It's really easy to work around with, right? A lot of it you could just tell the AI of what you're looking for by just highlighting here and asking it to make some changes. Let's go ahead and leave page, right? So let's go ahead and add a page now for our Shopify theme. So we could go to under online store, go to pages, and inside of pages, here's where you'll be able to add your pages that you want to add for your store. Let's go ahead and add one right now by clicking add page on the top right. And then you want to select, let's say, contact us, right? This will be a contact us form, right? It'll show up here if we included a form, right? You want to make sure the visibility is visible. This is so that you can add this page to the main menu, either on the main menu on the top or the footer menu, right? You just want to go ahead and click save. And you just added a custom page for your store that you're able to add to your main menu. All right, so now that we've added our very first product, we made changes to our online store, right? And we added pages. The next thing is to add payments. So let's go ahead and add our payments option for Shopify. So on the bottom left, you want to click settings, click payments right here. And inside of payments here, you'll be able to have now the option to add Shopify payments depending if Shopify payments is supported in your country, right? Since I'm in Canada, it's automatically connected right here. Well, I have to go set it up, right? And I'll be able to use it, right? And then you'll also have the option to add additional payment methods. This allows you to provide options to your customers on different ways that they can pay for your for items on your store, right? And if we scroll back down, right, you'll be able to customize more things like capture payment method, right? So do you want to do this manually, right? If some stores owners like to do this manually for fraud issues, right, they'll be able to review it first, right, as well. And so the next thing you're going to want to do, of course, is check the shipping delivery to make sure this is set up properly. And then once you're here, you want to select general profile. And general profile, right, you would want to make sure that your shipping zones are set up correctly. Since I'm in Canada, I only want Canadian customers to check out from my store. And since my market of Canada is already set up properly, you can see here that the shipping rates are set up already for customers when they're checking out in my Canadian store. But let's say a American visits my store, well, they actually will not be able to check out because I don't have the United States market set up properly yet. And you can see this by reviewing the warning right here, right? And so that's why customers, when they're checking out from a different region, right, where you don't have set up, will not be able to check out because you don't have it set up properly. So if you're looking to sell, let's say to the US, then you want to make sure you have the United States market set up properly inside of the markets page. So the next thing you're going to want to do, of course, is review your domains, right? You want to add a custom domain to your Shopify store when you're first setting it up. So this will make it look a lot more clean, right, and professional instead of having your customers look at this, right? And you can do this very simply, either using Hostinger, right? Again, you could use the link in the description below to get your domain. It's much more affordable. Or if you don't want to get Hostinger, you can actually still use Shopify's domain, right? Where you could go ahead and select buy new domain, search for a domain, right? And then it'll provide you all the options. And one of the benefits of this is that Shopify will do this whole setup automatically once you select the domain that you want to use. All right, so this is the most important thing when you're first setting up your Shopify store, right? Is adding products. It's setting up your online store to make it look and feel how you want it, making sure that you have your pages, also making sure that you have Shopify payments so you can start accepting payments as well. So for bonus, I do want to share with you a few apps that I recommend you download when you're first setting up your Shopify store. So one of them is called Shopify Spy. So Shopify Spy is a free tool that you can go and download. The link will be below in the description, where you'll be able to spy on other Shopify stores. For example, here's an example of a Shopify store I found, right? And let's try to use the extension right now. And as you can see here, it's providing me information like what theme this Shopify store is using, right? The number of products, right? How long it's been up to date, right? The apps that are using, the products, and this is really important, right? When you want to see what let's say you want to sell the same things like this store, right? You like it, you like what they're using, so you can click all products and you can review their best selling products right here. So this will give you an idea if you're maybe starting out to maybe you want to sell for hats, right? And maybe you want to use DSR, right, to help connect it to Shopify store when you're first starting out your Shopify store, right? So this is a great tool to use when you're first setting up your Shopify store for the very first time. Another app I recommend you download, right, is the Shopify where is it? Shopify messaging, right? Is this Shopify messaging? This will help you send emails to your customers, right? So if you have marketing emails that you need to send, you'll be able to send those marketing emails right here. Another app I recommend you download, right, is called Shopify Flow. Shopify Flow, really important app, right? It'll help you create automations like the recover abandoned checkout, right? And there's a ton of templates that you could go and use. Let's go ahead and show you quickly. So if we go to apps, right, we go to Flow. You could go ahead and see all the workflows that they have already built in. You can either create custom ones or you could use what they offer, right? And so all these are really important to have when you have the Shopify messaging and Shopify Flow app downloaded together, right? And so you'll be surprised of how many sales you'll generate if you have these automations set up properly for your email marketing. And so that's how you set up a Shopify store in 2026. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.